I celebrate Christmas to spend time with my family and also to remember the importance of Jesus Christ.
I love Jesus.
Merry Christmas!
Natal para mim é uma forma de você reunir a família, prezar os bons sentimentos de amor, de paz, de harmonia. E para mim ele é importante por causa da minha filha. É uma forma de eu mostrar para ela sentimentos bons, coisas boas, a coisa de Natal, da troca de presentes, aquela reunião da família, né, de ceiar, tá todo mundo junto. É claro que isso para mim tem que ser todos os dias tem que ser assim, né? Tem que ser os dias de harmonia, mas o Natal ele traz, por causa de Jesus, aquela coisa boa, aquela coisa de Deus.
Navidad es un momento de celebrar con la familia y con los amigos, donde agradecemos todo lo bueno del año, todas las cosas buenas, las cosas malas, y aunque tuvimos momentos malos en el pasado, podemos ver que todo ese esfuerzo dio un fruto, y entonces en la Navidad podemos es un momento chévere con nuestra familia, es un momento rico que puede traer memorias de muchos
Celebrate
años.
Christmas because it's a perfect moment to sit down and reflect upon the year that passed and the year that's going to come, and share thoughts and opinions and sometimes presents and love and happiness and understanding in Jesus.
I celebrate Christmas with my family in order to reunite family and talk about things we do together and celebrate Christmas and Jesus. Merry Christmas.
Eu celebro o Natal porque por ter chegado, né, ao final do ano com saúde, eu, minha família, e por esse espírito mesmo de Natal, mas não da festa em si, das coisas dos presentes, não. Por celebração mesmo da vida, né, minha e da minha família, dos meus filhos, agora das minhas netas. E eu fico feliz com isso, de constatar que todos passaram bem e chegaram bem.
I think the main reason I celebrate Christmas is because it's the one time I can have a strong connection with all of my family members. Because I have a Brazilian mom and a British dad, and a lot of holidays and a lot of their traditions are the same. And my family members live in England and Brazil and in America as well. So a lot of the time I don't see them. So usually around Christmas I get to, and no matter what culture or place they're from, we all celebrate the same thing.
So I celebrate Christmas mostly because of my community and mostly family. Yeah, so it's a time to be with them. It's a time to reflect and to celebrate the coming of Christ, yeah, the return. And it's a way where I get into a reflection, a time to reflect and to be with myself and to pray more and to try to spend some intentional time with God beforehand. And then it's basically, it's in order to celebrate this light that we receive at the end of the year, this rest, the gratefulness for everything that has happened and everything that can come in the year that follows.
I celebrate Christmas because it's been a tradition in my family for a long time, and I love the Christmas season.
Okay, Christmas is about hope, it's about family, and it's about renewal. So I think I celebrate Christmas to celebrate life, really, because there's no life without hope, and family and friends. And that's it. It's a religious thing, because love and family and friends are very sacred to me.
Why do I celebrate Christmas? Celebrating Christmas means remembering what's really important. Family, friends, relationship, love in general. That's why Christmas.
Bueno, para mí la Navidad es una de las mejores épocas del año porque nosotros podemos ver a personas que no vemos hace mucho tiempo, celebrar con los familiares, estar juntos todo el tiempo. Enfim, Navidad es tiempo de amor, tiempo de celebración. Entonces, para todos, feliz Navidad y un beso a todos.
About spending time with family. I get to be thankful for everything you have and spending Christmas with the people you love.
Yo celebro la Navidad porque es el aniversario o la fiesta de cumpleaños de nuestro Redentor, de Jesús, y ese regalo que tenemos, que recibimos todos, es para compartirlo con los demás. Entonces es un momento para renovarnos, para agradecer y para proponernos ser mejores cada vez más.
Natal para mim significa paz, amor e confraternização com todas aquelas pessoas que você ama naquele momento. E por mais difícil que tenha sido o seu ano, é naquele momento em que você reencontra todas as pessoas que você gosta. Natal para mim é sinal de paz, alegria e amizade.
Okay, I do celebrate Christmas because everybody who knows me knows that I love celebrations. I'm a party gal. So Christmas is a date that we placed in our calendar as a means to celebrate the birth of Jesus. We don't know when he was born, but I love celebrating my birthday. So why not celebrate the birthday of the most special person who has ever walked on this earth? It's a very special date for me, for my family, for my friends. It's a moment that we have to reflect about everything we are, everything we give, and everything we receive. So I could not think of life without celebrating Christmas.
Christmas for me can be a very broad concept. I think about two main things. One is the spiritual side of it, compassion, basically. I can think about the smell of cypress in my house when my grandmother would buy a real tree. But the main thing, my personal experience with Christmas, is having the whole family together. Half of my family is in a different state, São Paulo, and it's a chance for us to get together, either over there or here in Rio. So every time I think of Christmas, I think about family reunion, getting people together.
Почему я праздную Рождество? Потому что это традиция. Мы должны соблюдать традиции и праздновать ее вместе с семьей. We have to celebrate Christmas because it's traditional. And I will celebrate Christmas with my family because it's tradition and it's awesome.
Do I celebrate Christmas? Yes, of course I celebrate Christmas. Why? Well, it's celebrating Christmas is, as somebody from North America, from the north, it's always a little bit strange celebrating Christmas here in Rio, because when you grow up where it's cold, Christmas means that it's cold, that there might be snow, that it's wintertime, and you know, we associate all of those things with the holiday season, with bundling up and coming in from the cold and warming up by the fire, or warming up with a cup of hot chocolate or something like that. And so it's a little bit strange, even after 7 or 8 years celebrating Christmas here, where it's hot, where it's the summertime, where we're going to the beach and going to the pool during the Christmas season. But I think the thing that I always have to remind myself is what's Christmas really about, right? Christmas is not about where you are or what you're doing or what the temperature or the weather is like. Christmas is about the fact that God became man, that God lived on earth. Not only that, but God became a little baby, helpless and fragile and weak, just like we are. So keeping all that in mind, you know, this great miracle that God was one of us and God was among us to teach us how to live our lives, teach us how to treat one another. This is what Christmas is really all about, and this is what helps me to celebrate Christmas no matter where I am, no matter what the weather is.
About my feelings about Christmas, in all honesty, I like the warmthness, the togetherness of it, the feeling of joy, feeling of sharing. But nowadays, I really feel that it's a little exaggerated. There's more commercialism involved. You feel obligated to buy. It's almost a necessity, where I don't think one has to do that. I think that it should be more the way it was years ago, sharing, being together. Of course, there's a present here or there, but let's not exaggerate, feel obligated in every way to make somebody else happy by buying a present. That's my personal opinion. I like Christmas.
Christmas is family time. It's a moment of love, getting together, sharing a moment, and sharing food. It's just like being together, a moment for all family to be together. That's what Christmas is to me. I love
Christmas to me is a time when I can celebrate with my family and friends and celebrate past traditions as well as make new ones. In Rio, it's very different to see Christmas decorations, even though I've seen people putting lights on their apartment buildings, which is pretty common in the States. In fact, we like to drive around in the snow and look at all the other houses that decorate the lights and drink hot cocoa while we're doing it. But my family is a little strange sometimes, and we celebrate Christmas in July. So every once in a while, it's less of a religious thing. It's just a fun time to buy each other goofy gifts. So I'm kind of used to hot weather during Christmas time, but only when we celebrate in July.
Natal, para mim, quando criança, sempre foi presente, Papai Noel, família reunida, cheiro de rabanada. Mas quando a gente vai crescendo e é católica e frequenta a igreja, começa a entender o outro lado do Natal, né? Principalmente o esperar o Natal, que é um momento que Deus nos dá de presente para se preparar e para tentar mudar as coisas que estão ruins nas nossas vidas. Todo ano Ele nos dá essa chance de esperar Jesus nascer, como Ele renascer também e melhorar o que está ruim, transformar as coisas que podem ser transformadas. E a cada ano a gente tem essa chance, essa esperança e esse esperar Jesus, que com certeza nos dá a esperança de mudarmos, de termos um ano melhor, uma vida melhor como cristãos.
I celebrate Christmas because it's the birth of baby Jesus, and it's a very important holiday for Catholics. I'm Catholic, so I value this holiday probably the most. And what else? My birthday is also in December, but so I've kind of been slighted all my life because I have Christmas and my birthday together. But we do celebrate Christmas in my family very much, family gatherings and extended family and friends, and we celebrate, life, because that's really what the birth of baby Jesus has brought us.
Well, for me, Christmas is one of the most special and beautiful times of the year, because I don't know if it's because of the religious aspect, but people usually, they become more faithful. They start thinking about the next year. It's a happy time. It's in the air. You can see it everywhere. And I love celebrating it, but mostly I love planning. Calling my mom, deciding about dinner, and buying presents. Also, nowadays I have a little boy in my house. And it's even more special because Santa is back. We write letters. We sing songs. We say good morning to baby Jesus. It's a special time for me.
Christmas is a time where everyone is nice and cold. We think about a white Christmas, snow and everything else. Everyone, I'm talking about everyone, puts lights up. I mean, you have kids out, you have families out, you got neighbors out. Everyone's in that like joyous moment singing carols like White Christmas and 12th Day of Christmas and Silent Night, all that stuff. And we think about Santa Claus, and we go to the mall, and we put our kids on Santa Claus, they start crying, we start laughing, it's a great time. The food is spectacular, and it's really one of the few times of the year, just because of American culture, we don't see our family a lot because we all go different ways. But it's really one of the few times in the year where all family members get together, and it's really, you forget your problems, and you forget all the negative things, and you just focus on family and love, and just really all the positive things, and plus you get a huge belly, and you get presents, and you get ready for New Year's. So that's why I for Christmas.
So Santa's planning to buy a house in Canada. She will only buy the house, however, if Santa is able to deliver her presents before 12:35 a.m. on Christmas Day, keeping in mind that he begins his journey at midnight.
So, I know the formula for Santa's velocity in relationship to time, and I also know the distance of this house to the North Pole.
Will we be able to buy the house?
Do the Mario, swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go. Do the Mario, take one step, and then again, let's do the Mario all together now. You got it. It's the Mario. Do the Mario, swing your arms from side to side. Come on, it's time to go. Do the Mario, take one step, and then again, let's do the Mario all together now. Come on now, just like that.
Yes, I will be able to buy
Il
the
Natale
house.
per me non è solo un giorno di ricevere regali, ma anche di stare in famiglia, di una riunione familiare, visto che viviamo tutti in città diverse, ed è bello un già all'anno ritrovarci tutti insieme. Buon Natale!